What's going on, Marshall?
David, what up, man? Yo, listen, I need your help with something.
Yeah, whatever you need.
Well, first of all, I just want to say you know you're the greatest to ever do it, right?
We should do something together one time.
So, what I was wondering is, like, how far can we go with this magic? Like, can we do, like, a stunt or something?
You mean something like this? Excuse me, I just need this.
Well, for my last trick, I'm going to make my career disappear.
Wait, what?
It's Coffee on the vid, tapping back in. What's good with y'all, man? We saw a couple weeks back those Death of Slim Shady promo videos jumping off all over social network. New album coming summer 2024, which is like pretty much now. When those vids were dropping, it was just right around the corner, and it was like unsolved mysteries / whodunit murder mystery vibe, like who killed Slim Shady, what happened to him. Of course, comedy elements to it as always with Eminem, and we even saw 50 Cent doing one of the promo videos, and I've been looking at it like, what is the concept of this? What is it gonna be? Like, Slim Shady's deceased, he's already dead. What does it all mean? I was personally hoping that there was still a chance we were gonna get that 50 Cent Eminem duo album, as a few months back, whenever that was, when the Eminem Benzino beef kicked back off, right when Armageddon 2 dropped, there was an interview where DJ Who Kid asked Eminem about, like, yo, what's going on with this Eminem 50 album? And with Who Kid asking, the way he said it and the way Eminem answered it, he didn't really shoot it down. It felt like there must be something there, and it would make sense, as 50 Cent, I think, just wrapped up the Final Lap tour, was still doing it at that time, and Eminem's due for a new project to drop, and to them just come together and do a duo album would be lit. I thought, I was like, word, that's what's up, but doesn't look like that's what we're gonna get. Obviously, like with the way the promos were running and all that, but like conceptually, what does this mean? Like, is Eminem just done off for good? Is Slim Shady deceased? Like, I'm confused, you know, as a lot of fans always wanted to see Eminem go back to like the Slim Shady LP vibes where it all started, as we saw him do with Marshall Mathers LP. But instead of a sequel, it's more like he's dead. I don't know. What could it all mean? And then earlier today, Eminem dropped this promo video. Now, I had it all wrong. I thought I started seeing on the 31st, like the project was going to drop. But no, it's the first single, and it's called Houdini. So obviously, Harry Houdini, legendary magician. And, you know, there's a lot with signs, symbols, things lining up, Easter eggs, which Eminem has been heavy on with his projects dropping little Easter eggs. If you guys recall, the way we found out Music to Be Murdered by Side B was coming out and dropping was through an Easter egg, through social media posts. And there's been other stuff like that as well. And just now when it comes to music dropping, there's just been a lot of little hidden symbols and stuff in artwork. And it's all just been very cool and interesting the way it all ties together. Comment, all the fans out there, some of the stuff like that I'm speaking of that you've seen in the comments below. I mean, obviously there's a legendary hip hop act by the name Houdini, just putting that out there. But Harry Houdini, legendary magician, happened to die in Detroit, Michigan, of all places. He was the master of escape. He could do all these death-defying stunts, but he ended up dying of a punch to the gut, and it all went down in Detroit, Michigan. Now, something also interesting tying into all this, if you remember back in the Eminem role model video, like you hear him on the track say, okay, I'm going to attempt to drown myself. You can do this at home. You can be just like me, right? And then in the video, it's like in black and white and all old school vibes. And it's, you know, Eminem portraying a Harry Houdini-like character doing a death-defying stunt like that. So those are all some pretty cool Easter eggs and just symbology, or whatever you want to call it, once again tying together, which is just pretty cool and interesting to watch and unravel as everyone is waiting for this project to drop. But we're getting that single was that Friday, Houdini. And with all that symbols and stuff like that, he goes back and gets a legendary magician who has still been around. I didn't know like that. David Blaine, you know what I'm saying? You go to his YouTube channel, he still got all kind of ish going on. You know what I'm saying? The man was just swimming with an alligator on New Year's back 2020 going into 2021, and he's still doing all this wild and crazy ish. I remember like way back in the 90s when he used to just walk around on the block and, you know, walk up to random cats and do magic and stuff like that. And he was dating Fiona Apple. And I remember Y2K, when the year 2000 jumped off, he froze himself. You guys see the footage. You remember all that? It was bonkers, man. So with all this Houdini stuff and hip hop and magic and the rollout to this project, dropping the single on the way, he gets David Blaine, and there you have it. He's going to make his career disappear. So now everyone's just saying, is that indeed what this is? You know, as a lot of individuals, myself included, have been trying to figure out what the whole concept of the death of Slim Shady is. What does it all mean? Is it a retirement album? Is that what's going on? Is that what's really good? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. You know, M doesn't drop his music as much as he used to, obviously. But me personally, I think it's still cool to see him pop up and drop a new project or something like that every now and then. But I don't know. Maybe he's really trying to bow out into retirement. He's done with the game. Maybe you don't have passion for it anymore, or I don't know, he's bored with it, wants to move on to other things in life. Who knows? Or maybe he's gonna do like a Jay-Z retirement, which now is really more like Hove is really retired. But obviously at first he only went away for a little bit, came back, dropped a couple projects, and ducked back off into retirement, where then he would come out and, you know, appear on some tracks or do some guest appearances and whatnot. But, you know, for a while now, he's pretty much inactive and done with rapping and doing his whole empire and, you know, his business empire and everything, and raising his family. Is like, is that what we're going to see from Eminem? Is he going to bow out? What do you think? Get in the comments below. Or do you think there's some kind of other concept with this all, with his career disappearing and the death of Slim Shady? Who done it? What does it all mean to you? Very intrigued to know everyone's thoughts on everything we talked about on this one. So hit them comments. Let's talk about it. As always, that's what it's all about, is hearing from the people over here. So make sure to subscribe, interact with the video, stay tuned for updates. But one more thing I gotta point out on my way out, right? I gotta kind of go into that out there territory, right? That conspiratorial territory, right? The occult and celebrities and all that, right? And secret societies. There was a lot of that going on recently. I don't know if you guys saw the Tom Brady roast, how he was up there getting roasted. I mean, a roast ain't nothing new, but there was certain things about the way the roast went, and visually stuff we saw, the way the jokes went, and a lot of people were coming, you know, up with some conspiratory type ish, like, yo, this is a humiliation ritual. Brady has joined some kind of Illuminati elite secret society or group, and this is part of it all. I always got to wonder if with stuff like this, if people are going to come to some conclusions like that, like, yo, the magic, the stuff David Blaine does, it's symbolic for occult magic and the death of Slim Shady. And, you know, there's those like Masonic rituals where people like pretend to die and wake back up. You ever seen that ish? It's creepy as hell. Like, individuals sometimes are even in a casket or whatever, and they die and come back to life as a new person. You know what I mean? I wonder if anyone out there, like, real talk, jump in the comments if you think that as well. Is there some occult symbolic-ish in all this promo run and rollout for Eminem's new project, new album and new single dropping real soon? Let's talk about it all. I'm out of here. Subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Peace.